I wanted to do a really quick energy report. There's a lot of distractions out here, so bear with me, but there's a lot of really beautiful spiritual energy out here too. That's why I wanted to film this out here. I tell people I'm really in tune with the moon cycles. I do all of my work for my website based on these cycles, and I'm just kind of in a really regular routine with it. So everyone should be resting right now. I tell people for the current energy, you should be resting up and eating a lot of food, because we do have a new moon in Pisces on Saturday, and we know as these kind of lunar cycles come closer, they can affect how we sleep and our REM cycles and things like that. So I never sleep great during these storms, but it's an amazing energy to get things done. And it's really funny because I just took an amazing trip and I'm kind of on my own little journey. And it kind of lined up my road trip with the full moon, and now what I'm manifesting is really in alignment with this energy. And I'm very Pisces influenced in my own life. I have a lot of water in my personality, to say the least. And this is an amazing energy for creating, dreaming, and manifesting. So it's an amazing time to be doing dream work and to be tuning in through the other realms, dimensions, and things like that. So I really suggest that people are being cautious of what you're manifesting right now. I see a lot of people are focused on multiple manifestations. And for me, in my own life, I have to work on one thing at a time because I'm getting pretty good with energy and I want to be able to focus my energy good. So I suggest people get a little bit more in alignment with the type of things that you're trying to manifest. Maybe start to focus on less projects, simplify things. Another reoccurring theme would be decluttering your life. I see a lot of my students are cleaning out their garages, getting rid of clutter in their homes. You don't want to make the universe get rid of the things that are not serving you. And the problem that we have with creating these new paradigms is we're trying to hold on to too much old stuff. And it's just decluttering our energy, just kind of clutterizing our energy and making our life stagnant in so many ways. You don't understand that everything is made of spiritual divine energy, and it needs to have a good flow with it. It needs to be moving. The universe is always expanding, moving, experiencing things. It never stays stagnant. It's always going to be changing forms. And so you really want to get rid of anything that's cluttering your house. A lot of people don't have room for these new manifestations. I hear my biggest thing is people unhappy in relationships thinking they can just manifest another one. You have to let go of the old. And spring is about to occur on my side of the world. And as that's coming, it's going to be about renewal and rebirth and creating something new. So we really have to declutter and let go of the old so that we can kind of create something new this year. And I've been telling you guys this for a little while. So kind of do an inventory, let go of things not serving you. I'm going to be talking, when I come back live, a lot about dismantling labels that are not serving humanity, such as these twin flame labels. Pretty much when I hear anyone using that label now, it just has a totally different meaning to me because it's pretty much an enslavement system and it's just so distorted at this point. Let go of anything not serving you. If that's a relationship, I heard someone tell me they're my flame today. They're probably not. I really think that label was created to keep people trapped in these paradigms. So take a deeper look at your relationships, the things going on in your life. I don't think people realize that how we vibe with people really affects our energy. So you can be a really positive person. If you're around someone negative or depressed, it's going to impact you and your energy. And then we have another theme, which would be these new children, these either crystal children, rainbow children, whatever they may be. A lot of people are trying to force them into their paradigm, but they really came to show us the new world, and they have the keys to it. These kids are the future in a way that people don't really understand. So we're seeing a theme with this energy where a lot of past issues are coming up, or I hear people talk about how awful their parents are all the time. And I want to remind you that you chose everything, every experience in this life, down to your family, the connections you would have, your soul contracts, etc., etc. It's very important to remember that you chose your parents for their spiritual wisdom that they could offer you on this journey now. And I'll probably stop right there because a lot of people will give me the look like, my parents are not spiritual. They don't know anything. I'm trying to teach them. Well, maybe you're looking in the wrong places because your DNA is kind of like a software program. It's kind of like a flash drive, and it holds all of the data for every one of your ancestors from the beginning of the time. And we are light workers, and we came here on a mission, and we chose special family lineages this time that would hold the data that we would need for our missions and to help recode humanity. So a lot of people are asking me, like, what kind of books I read this morning, where have I read this, do I watch this? If anyone knows me on a personal level, they'll know that I'm not reading stuff, I'm not watching stuff, and instead of going out there and looking for videos or looking for someone that's a channel for you, I would suggest that you use this energy to meditate and to go within, because that's how you're going to access any real information, not off of Google. It's going to be from activating and unlocking your own DNA and recoding yourself. So use this energy to meditate, to do more dream work, and to manifest. And everyone should be beginning to instant manifest. If you are not, you probably have blocks or attachments or things holding you down that are preventing you from creating the new paradigms that you want. So really focus on what is blocking you, what is limiting you. A lot of these times, these are relationships. And I hate to be the one to tell you, I have another theme that if you're feeling anxiety of any kind in your life, a lot of people have anxiety. Like, everyone is on like Xanax this day and age, you know, they need weed, something. It's just like this anxiety kind of mania going around. If you are anxious in your own life, that is your soul's way of telling you it is time to move on from your situation. We're not meant to mask these symptoms with pharmaceuticals and with drugs. We're meant to tune in and to listen to our soul. So you can go ahead and you can lose yourself in this illusion. But on a soul level, your soul knows what these contracts really consist of and what you need to do. So I suggest instead of turning to these masking agents, people need to start to tune into their souls and to change their scenarios. Because a lot of people are going to have to relocate this year, break up with their boyfriends, girlfriends, reassess their contracts, and things like that. Because we're just leaving this old 3D paradigm. And as we're doing that, these contracts are going to start to dissolve one by one in your life. And it really helps if you can just tune in and listen to the signs and make it easier on yourself. So use this energy to manifest. I'm resting up. I am here for energy work. I'm doing like Akashic readings all day today and tomorrow. We also have 3-card readings. You can set up anything on our site. I'm here for Reiki. I'm going through some crazy transformations in my own life, as you guys know. I will be back live sometime this week from the pyramid. I'm working on setting it up. But I'm going through crazy transformations, and we would really love your support. Maybe buy a Reiki class or a healing or a card reading to help support a bigger mission that I'm working on. Everyone knows that I am not the type to just kind of like go live my life. I have to be helping and serving humanity at this point in time. And it's been pretty amazing on my journey, and I just wanted to connect with you guys, send you some beautiful energy. I'm vibing higher and higher every day. And I'll just throw this in there too, that I've been having these conversations about our food. And it's maybe time to assess the type of things and chemicals that you're putting into your body and onto your body. A lot of people are not realizing, because they're drinking bottled water, that we're showering with toxic water and it's going into our bodies. So it's really time to detox and to pay attention to what you're putting into your body chemical-wise, and to start getting more organic, like healthier foods, raw foods, things like that. You guys know what to do. Just really take an assessment of your life, and I'll leave you guys on that note. Love and light.